Is this you, often rushing around and wearing yourself out? Or are you a calmer person with a more relaxed approach to each thing that you do? You know, one of the most important things in life is to look after yourself. Well, doing things calmly will definitely help you feel better. Those that rush around will be physically worse off from tense muscles, mentally worse off from the stress of rushing, and more worn out by the end of the day. But those that do things calmly are more likely to feel much better throughout the day, with more energy left over by the time the evening comes around. Those that rush often won't take a break, as they're so busy trying to cram everything into their day. But those that take a break now and then give themselves a chance to recharge their batteries, allowing more energy for whatever's coming up next. Those that rush won't know as much about what's going on with other people, as they're often in too much of a hurry to stop. Those that are more relaxed are more likely to notice how others are feeling. It's always good to make time to take care of yourself too. Maybe some stretching to help avoid any injuries. Some exercise, even if it's just a walk around the block. Perhaps a relaxing walk outdoors in a natural environment to help you feel even more revitalized. A healthy meal to help your body cope with the day. And a good night's sleep to allow your body to recuperate. Have you ever noticed that everything starts to go well the very minute you slow down and do things at your own pace? Good ideas come to mind. Better plans are made. Problems that you have in your life start to get fixed. Some improvements begin to happen. You start to feel better. Creativity begins to flourish. Relationships can improve. And life begins to feel like you're back on the right track. When tasks are performed calmly, they're often completed more efficiently too. Have you ever heard the story of the two men that had a competition to see who could chop down the most trees in one day? At sunrise, they both started chopping down trees. But at lunchtime, one of the men walked off. The other man continued working and thought to himself, he's probably gone to take a lunch break. This gives me a chance to get ahead of him. But what the other man didn't realise is that he'd gone off to sharpen his axe. Well, needless to say that the man who'd sharpened his axe halfway through the day won the competition. Doing things more efficiently will often help things run more smoothly in life. Even when a task is not done more efficiently, it's still much more enjoyable going at your own pace. Take your time and get those little details right on each task so that you won't have to come back and fix it later on. Give each task whatever attention it needs. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed. There will always be things that need to be done in life. You will always have an ongoing to-do list. The trick is to pick one task, forget all your other jobs for now, break the task into small chunks, and then just take your time with the first small chunk. Doing things this way will make you feel better, even if there's plenty more things to be done. As they say, focus on the first step, not the whole staircase. Don't be concerned about those that are ahead of you in life. There will always be some that are ahead, and there will always be some that are behind. Just focus on what you're doing. Make improvements in your life from wherever you are now, but don't rush to keep up with others, as you'll only end up feeling frustrated. Many people have known for many years that rushing around is no good. It doesn't get you anywhere in the long run. If you want to move forward in your life, just stop and have a think about where you'd like to be in the next few years, and then make the first small step towards it. Be the captain of your own ship and start making waves towards where you want to be. You know, many captains are trained to always remain calm no matter what. Why are they trained to stay calm? Well, because doing so will always give them a much better outcome. For those that rush, they can often miss small details that can make their day that little bit worse, or sometimes a lot worse. If only they'd slowed down for a moment to check the weather report before leaving home. If only they'd taken a second to check their fuel gauge before driving off. If only they'd stopped before going out to check they had some money on them. And some that rush rarely ever slow down long enough to think about how things could be done more efficiently in their life. But for those that do things calmly, not only is everything more likely to go smoothly for them, but they're also more likely to notice small details and what's going on around them just by going at a more relaxed speed. Staying calm is the best way to learn too, as more information can be absorbed when taking your time and going at your own pace. This is the same when learning anything, such as a new skill, or perhaps doing a few jobs around the home that you've never tried before. Or fixing something more technical, or even something that's a little more straightforward. Whenever learning anything, Persistence and patience is the key to success. They say it takes 10,000 hours to master a new skill. Well, as the saying goes, little by little one walks far. There are some that rush around because they panic about things. Mistakes start to creep in more and more often. Frustration gets higher the longer it goes on. And in the end, it catches up with them in one way or another. In situations like this, they just need to stop. Give themselves a moment to breathe, and then, as calmly as possible, just focus on one thing at a time. The more this is done, the more that things start to go right. You know what they say, when life's path is steep, keep your mind even. You know, rushing around can give the illusion that you're getting ahead. But when you slow down, you see more of the bigger picture for your life. Stronger foundations are laid down, better plans are made, physical and mental health begins to improve. And things become a little more enjoyable as you go along calmly at your own pace.